Right, what we got here today is a 2008 Cadillac Escalade EXT. We're going to be doing the front passenger side upper control arm and outer tie rod. So I just want to show you the things you're going to need to do to complete this job. It's a pretty easy job. You don't got to be a master technician to complete this job, but you do got to have some know-how. So we're going with the Duralast outer tie rod, the Duralast upper control arm. Now, I know a lot of people go with Amazon stuff, Rock Auto stuff, 1A Auto and Parts Geek, etc., but I just do not like the warranty procedure with them. Really with Parts Geek, my son, we were doing a cooling fan on his Cadillac, and the cooling fan arrived broken, like completely broken. Like, we opened the box, it was still strapped up. We didn't unstrap it, we didn't unwrap it from the plastic. You could clearly see that all the plastic around the actual fan was just broken. And they want to charge you to send it back and for you to pay shipping. Man, come on, man. It kind of defeats the purpose of having a cheaper price online. You know what I mean? And even at that, even if you want to warranty something out that you buy from online, you're going to have to mail it back. You're going to have to wait, probably pay shipping. Some do provide free shipping, but in particularly Parts Geek, they don't. And that was even on their own broken product that arrived broken, still in the package that they sent it in. So all we did was open the box and saw it. But if you ever bought a cooling fan from anywhere, you know that it has plastic wrap around it inside the box, and it also has two straps holding it in place. So all that, we never took it out of none of that. Took the picture as soon as we got it, and it was just a hassle. So I prefer to stay local, because whoever your parts provider is locally, whether it's O'Reilly, AutoZone, Advanced Auto Parts, Napa, whatever the case is, anything that you're going to need to warranty out parts wise, most likely you're going to be able to get it right there on the spot. So I mean, worst case scenario, you're going to have to go to a different store, but it's still going to be within your city. And if not, worst case scenario, they'll overnight it to their store and get you taken care of. So it's a lot of things to take into consideration whenever you decide to go the online part route. But anyways, I don't prefer to do that. So anyways, here we are. Outer tie rod, upper control arm, all Duralast. So the things you will need for this job: raise your vehicle, secure your vehicle. I always put a piece of wood and the parking brake. It's just me. So you're gonna have the outer tie rod right here, 15, 16 bolt nut right here, and the 21 millimeter holding that in. 21 on both sides is there, 21 both sides is there, 10 millimeter holding your little brackets on, and then we got the 18 millimeter upper ball joint bolt right there. It's already loose because I already started taking it a little bit loose, but that's what you're gonna right there. This, if you have it, it just helps expedite taking this nut off. That's it. You don't really need it. All you need is two 21s. If you have a speed electric ratchet with a deep socket, then yeah, it'll help. It'll help get it off a little bit quicker. But other than that, disconnect your ride height leveler. And you disconnect your bracket, switch your brake line and your ABS sensor. Get that out the way. Get this bracket out the way, and just start disassembling, and just reassemble exactly how it is when you take it off. You want to put it exactly back on the same way. So if these are giving you trouble to come out, you just bang on the side right there with a hammer and they'll pop out. Same thing right there, bang on the side with a hammer and they'll pop out. And this procedure is pretty much the same for both sides of the vehicle, whether you're doing passenger or driver. So yeah, that's All right. Get all this old stuff off. Put it back together. Okay, I have the old one off. As you can see where it's busted at. So, going on. Be sure to install your grease fitting. Need those, not grease the right out of it. So initially when I removed this, all I do is break the nut just a little bit and leave it loose just a little bit. That way whenever I put this back on, I can lock it up somewhat in the same position as I was on. So now I'm gonna go ahead and move towards the upper arm and get that out the way. So for some reason, this passenger side, the coil spring didn't give me clearance to remove the bolt that runs through the upper control arm mounting place. So I just had to loosen up the bottom shock. That give me some play to get it out. 16 millimeter nut, 16 millimeter bolt. All right, so I had to unmount the whole shock from these two at the bottom on the lower control arm, and then from the shock mounting plate up there to allow me to really wiggle it around, because you know what's up with this app, this spring wasn't letting me get that bolt in. And I probably could have got it in if I would have sat there and wrestled it for like an hour or so, but it takes like 5 minutes just to unbolt this and just move it out the way. So yeah, tighten it all up. All right, everything's done. Everything is tightened up. Ready for the wheel to get put back on. That's a wrap. Remember, always double check your work. Always.